Hey everybody! Huge news dropping this week on that $2,000 stimulus check, or as President Trump now calls it, the $2,000 dividend payment. Lawmakers are coming out left and right showing support. And just 2 days ago, the president himself shared a timeline on when he believes these payments could actually land in your accounts. I've got the exact clip queued up. In about 60 seconds, you'll hear it straight from his mouth, no spin, no editing, no middleman, just Trump telling you when that money could hit. I know my inbox and comments are blowing up. Where did you hear this? What did he actually say? When is it coming? Totally get it. There's chaos everywhere right now. That's why I'm laying everything out today. I went through every press release, every interview, every statement, so you don't have to. Let's dive in. Before I roll that clip, I have to get something off my chest because the comment section is making me lose my mind. People are obsessing over every single word coming from the Treasury Secretary, the press secretary, economic advisors, senators, everybody. Here's the reality check you need. They're making it up as they go. There is no finalized plan on paper yet. That's why one official says one thing today and contradicts it tomorrow. It's messy, it's confusing, and it's stressing everybody out. But here's the only thing that actually matters, and I'm going to say it loud and clear. Eligibility comes down to one thing and one thing only: your income. That's it. Full stop. They're not looking at whether you have a job, filed taxes, or are on Social Security, disability, or retirement. If you're a single person earning under roughly $75,000 a year, you qualify. Married filing jointly under roughly $150,000, you qualify. Doesn't matter if you're retired, on disability, haven't worked in years, or never file taxes. If your total income is below the cutoff, you're eligible. End of story. Okay, enough from me. Here's President Trump 2 days ago, straight from the Oval Office. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariff money. We're going to be issuing dividends, sometime probably in the middle of next year, maybe a little later than that. There you go, direct from the president. Translation, mid-2026 or later. And let's be real, that timing is not random. That's right before the 2026 midterm elections. A lot of people are already calling this an election year giveaway. Send checks, people feel rich, people vote happy. We've literally seen this movie before with the COVID stimulus rounds. So who actually gets the money? Trump said middle income and moderate income Americans. Don't overcomplicate it. Historically, that means under 75K single, 150K married. The funding? He keeps saying it's coming from tariff revenue. We'll dig into whether the numbers actually add up in a minute. But first, I'm seeing the same worried comments over and over. Will I be left out? Let me shut that down right now. On Social Security, you qualify. On disability, you qualify. Unemployed, most likely under the income limit, you qualify. Retired on pension or 401k withdrawals, counts as income, under the cap, you qualify. Don't file taxes? Non-filers were found during COVID using SSA and VA databases. They'll find you again. Veterans on VA benefits absolutely qualify. Single parent working 2 jobs, total income under the limit, you qualify. College student independent, you qualify. Politicians know excluding any of these groups would be political suicide, so relax. If your income qualifies, you'll get it. Now let's talk reality, because it's not all good news. Yes, a ton of lawmakers and administration officials are publicly backing this. I have a dozen clips I could play, but I'm not turning this into a 30-minute video. The key point, when politicians go on record this hard and this loud, they create massive pressure on themselves to deliver. Broken promises equal furious voters, and they know it. That's the optimistic side. The worrying side? Still zero written legislation. That's why every interview sounds slightly different. They're literally figuring it out live on TV. Details can and will shift. Now the million-dollar question. Literally, does the math even work? Tariff revenue this year, roughly $195 billion. 150 million adults times $2,000 equals $300 billion needed. That's already $105+ billion shortfall before we even talk about dependents. So either the amount gets cut, fewer people qualify, or they pull money from somewhere else. Tariff cash alone will not cover $2,000 checks for everyone. Bigger problem? The president can't just snap his fingers. Congress has to pass a bill. Remember Senator Josh Hawley's $600 rebate idea back in July? Dead on arrival. Multiple Republican senators have already called the $2,000 tariff check idea reckless. A lot of conservatives want that tariff money to pay down debt, not mail checks. And the final gut punch, the Supreme Court is currently hearing a case on whether Trump even had the legal authority to impose many of these tariffs in the first place. If the court strikes them down, the revenue disappears, and so does the entire plan. During oral arguments, the justices sounded pretty skeptical. So yes, the president said mid-2026 or later, but things could move faster if the economy tanks hard or public pressure becomes unbearable. Politicians hate looking like liars, and honestly, spring/early summer 2026 would be smarter politics than fall. Gives people time to spend and feel the love before voting. But let's be 100% crystal clear on a few things. Zero checks in 2025. Anyone saying payments start November 30 is running a scam. No bill, no law, no money. Still talk-only phase. If someone calls, texts, or emails about stimulus money, it's fraud. The IRS only contacts by mail. Do not skip rent or bills counting on this cash. Earliest realistic date is mid-2026, and only if everything lines up perfectly. So what should you do right now? Look for help that exists today. Most states have emergency rent, utility, and food programs. Dial 211 or hit up your local social services. If you qualify for SNAP, TANF, LEHAP, etc. and aren't enrolled, apply today. Guard your info like gold. Scammers are already active. That's the full picture, no fluff. I'll keep you posted the second anything concrete drops. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments, do you actually think these $2,000 checks are happening or not?